Hello everybody, how are you? Hope you're fine all. Today's our lesson is find percent, pages 270 and 271. Let's start. We are still completing on explanation of the percent, how to find the percent, how to find the percent of a number. Let's see what we are learning today. Today, first I want to explain for you what means percent greater than 100%. We took the last time that the percent can be 30%, can be 50, can be 80, and I told you that if you have 100 cubes, this 100 cubes or 100 squares, if part of it is colored, this part I will count it because it represents how many from the 100. And once I say number out of 100, it means it's a percent. Okay, if I have in this example here, all the 100 are colored green. What does mean? It means 100%. Mean 100 from the 100 are colored. Okay. If I have still extra, I have more squares colored. Can you see them here? So now what will be the percent? I have here 100 and I have here more 8. So totally I have 108 are colored. And my shape is divided into how many parts? Divided into 100 equal parts. So I have 108 from the 100 colored, which is 108%. So the percent can be greater than 100. It's okay. I can have a percent which is 200. Can be 500%. What means 500%? It means 500 over 100. Okay, so any number exceed the 100, I will count it also, and the denominator will stay the same. I will keep comparing with 100 to say it's a percent. Also, we took before on the previous lesson that if I have 35% of $80, so it means how much dollars will you get? So by another way, if I ask you how many from the 80 can be 35%. So on this case, how to solve it? We said before, we can write it as a proportion. So 35% means 35 over 100. They are equal to what out of 80? Here is the same question, but we wrote it by another way. So 35% mean 35 over 100. The 35 over 100, it's equal to what of the 80? It means what here? It means that the 80 is a whole or the total number, and I want to find the part which is equal to 35%. How to find it? We said before that I can make cross multiplication, so we can get how many from the 80 is 35%. Okay. It means what? It means that part over the total will be equal to the percent over 100. Let's put the same numbers that we took on the previous example. 35%, we said it's 35 over 100. This 35 I call it percent, and always the percent has down 100. It's equivalent to what? It can be equal to a part from the total, which is how many from the $80. Yes? So my total here is $80, and I want to tell what is the part from the $80 which is equal to 35%. So keep it a rule that always the percent over 100 is equal to part over total. Okay, always the part is a smaller number and the total is a bigger number? No, it's not a rule. Sometimes my part can be greater than the total. Like what? If I have, like for example, the previous one, here it is. I have the part is 108 over 100. When I have a percent which is greater than 100, it's okay to have the first number, the number which is up, is greater. So I want you to remember this rule because it will help us to solve today. The part of the total is equal to the percent from the 100. We explained before if the part is missing. Yes, like the previous question. And today our lesson, I will have the part, I will have the total, but the percent will be missing. How can I get it? I will write my two proportions also, and I will make cross multiplication. Let's see example. Sometimes I can ask you, what percent of 40 is 20? What means what percent of 40 is 20? It means if I have a whole 40 and I have a part from it which is 20, this part represented as a percent by what? It means it's equal to how many percent from the 100? So I can write it by another way. My part is 20 from the 40. And I want to know it's equal to what from the 100? Part total over percent equal to a percent from 100. How to find the percent? Cross multiplication. So I can make it by using the proportions, the equivalent ratios. Again, let me repeat this part. What percent of 40? What mean what percent of 40? It means the 40 is the total, so I put it down. Is 20? It means this 20 is a part of the 40. I want to know the percent of it. What mean I want to know the percent? It means how many from 100. Then do cross multiplication. Okay, so 20 multiplied by 100 will give me, let's make it, I will put the 3 zeros down. Then 1 times 2 is 2, so 2000. Then the 2000 I should divide it by 40. Cross 0 with 0. Then divide. 2 is not enough. 20 divided 4 is 5. Will give me 20. Subtract 0 and this 0 put it down. So it's 50%. Why? Because it's 50 over 100. It means 50%. You can have the question by another way. I can ask you, 20 is what percent of 40? Again, once I tell you of 40, it means your total is 40. 20 is what percent of it? Is what percent from the 40? So it means 20 of the 40, 20 from the 40 equal to how many percent of the 100? Cross multiplication. So you have to wait for the question. Okay, just they took this part, put it for you on the beginning. Yes, so what percent of 40 is 20? It's the same as I say 20 is what percent of 40? Let's see the questions. Find the percent. Let's make question number 1. What percent of 20 is 25? What does mean? Of 20, it means my total is 20. Is 25 means the part is 25. I want to know the percent. It means I want to know how many from the 100. So 25 over 20, it's equal to what from the 100? Cross multiplication. 25 multiply it by 100, it will give you 2500. Then divided by 20, so cross 0 with 0. 2 divide 2 is 1. Put down the 5. 5 divide 2 is 2. Will give you 4. Subtract, you will get 1. Then put down the 0. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 125. 125 over 100 means what? 125%. Okay, teacher, but you told us the last time that we have a general rule. At any time I wanted the percent, I can multiply by 100. Yes, and I'm still telling you the same. We have two ways to get the percent. I can use the proportion that we explained now, or multiply by 100. So it's 25 over 20 multiply by 100. You will get also the same answer with this one. So use the proportions or multiply by 100. It will give you, write it as a fraction and multiply by 100 will give you the percent. Let's do another one. Number 5. What percent of 10 is 90? What percent of 10? It means the 10 is what? Part or the whole? It is the whole. So when I say what percent of 10 is 90, so 90 is my part. So as I told you, it's not a rule at all to have the smaller number up. The part can be the small number or the big. According to what? According to the meaning. When I say of 10, it means my total is 10 or my whole is 10. Okay, so 90 to 10. It's what as a percent? It means it will give me what over 100? Here it is, I can get the percent. Here I used which way? By using the proportions. Okay, so I should multiply 90 by 100. Then divide by 10. So 90, I should multiply it by 100. Then I will divide by 10. What we will get? 90 multiplied by 100 will give 9,000. Then I will divide by 10, cross 0 with 0. So it's 900. 900 what? Percent. Don't forget to put the symbol. Okay, let's see more questions. Question number 11. 125 is what percent of 50? What means of 50? It means of the total 50. So 50 will be up or down? It will be down. The 125 up. And I want to compare it with what? Yes, I want to get from it the percent. What means percent? Directly your denominator is 100 and do cross multiplication. So 125 multiply by 100 will give what? 1, 2, 5 and put the 2 zeros. Divide by 50. How can I divide by 50? Cross 0 with 0. Then 1 divide 5 cannot. 12 divide 5 is 2, will give you 10. Subtract is 2. Put down the 5. Now 25 divided by 5 is 5. Multiply 25. Subtract will give you 0. Don't forget that we still have 0 here. No need to bring it down. I will put it up directly. So 250. So my answer is 250. Don't forget percent. Okay, and so on by the same way. Let's see the problem solving. Number 17. An offspring inherits half of its DNA from each parent. It means take half from each parent. Show the amount of DNA inherited from one parent as a percent. Okay. Here they told you that the offspring take the DNA, her DNA, half from each parent. It means each parent will give her half. What means half? It means 1/2. Okay, I want to show this as a percent. How can I make 1/2 as a percent? You can use the proportion or you can multiply by 100. Okay, I will use the proportion. It means what? Equal what over 100? Cross multiplication. 1 multiply 100 is 100. Then divide by 2 will give me 50. So it's 50%. Number 18. A python sleeps 18 hours on a typical day. What percent of the hours in a day is a python awake. Okay, so the python sleeps 18 hours on the day. What means 18 hours on the day? It means 18 to what? What is the total hours of the day? They are 24. So it's 18 out of 24. This is the number of what? This is the number of hours the python sleeps. Okay, but they are asking about the percent of the number of hours the python sleep? No, I wanted the percent of the hours of the day that the python awake, not sleep. Okay, so 18 hours sleeping means how many hours will be awake? It means I have to subtract 24 minus 18 will give me 6. So 6 hours from the 24 the python awake. Okay, so what is the percent of these hours? It means 6 over 24 is equal to how many from the 100? So 6 over 24 equal how many over 100 to find the percent? Cross multiplication. 6 multiply 100 is 600. Then we should divide by 24. So 600 divide 24. Let's start. Okay, 6 divide 24, 0. Now 60 divide by 24. Yes, we can try the 2. 2 multiply 4 is 8. 2 multiply 2 is 4. Subtract. This will be 10. Here 5. 10 minus 8. Yes, 2. 5 minus 4, 1. Okay, then bring down 0. I have now 120 divided by 24. Okay, to expect this one, let's first see in the 100 how many 24s. If you don't know how many 25s, 4 groups. Yes, okay, so with it I have more 20 here with the 100, so you can have one more group. So you can try 4 or 5. Try one of them and see which one will work. I will try 5. 4 times 5 is 20. 2 times 5 is 10 and 2, 12. Subtract 0. So it's 25. 25 over 100 means 25%. Okay, we finished. Thank you, girls. You can complete the rest of the questions. The answers, you will have it. Do the rest of the problem solving. If you have a problem with that, you can send to me. Thank you so much.